second grade. Today we are going to learn about the different versions of long E. Now, I'd love to tell you this is simple, but this is probably the trickiest vowel as there are so many options and they can be in so many places. So let's just start off by going over what are the options. Are you ready? Okay, so back from long ago, we have E consonant E, like in Pete, when the silent E is making the E say its name. We have open syllable, like E, me, E. You often see that in the first syllable of a two-syllable word. And then Y can sometimes say E, but you should know that only in the final syllable. You won't have that happening if it's a one-syllable word, right? As in baby, baby. Now, here come your three vowel teams. You've seen them a little bit. I know you've read with them, but I need you to know what they are. You've got EA as in EA, E eat. EE together says EE jeep E. And then EY is EY key E. So there are 6 options for E. And here are the rules. The rules are there are a lot of options. I can't break it down any easier for you. So when you hear E at the beginning of a word, it's probably going to be EA or EE. In the middle, it's obviously like in Pete, eat, your E consonant E. And then EA or EE. And be careful, a lot of homophones there. Now at the ending, holy goodness. Sometimes it's E. Sometimes it's EY. And EY can only be used at the end of a word. You won't see EY in the middle ever. And then most of the time in the second syllable, it's just a Y. Sometimes it's EY, it's mostly just a Y. Now on top of that, once in a while, a word ends in EE, like in free, or EA, like in the word tea, like drinking tea. So if you hear an E sound at the end, you could technically have 5 options, but this one only works in the second syllable. So let's just go over some one-syllable words first. So for example, like let's talk about a beak, like the beak of a bird. I hear ba-e-k, beak. So I know I'm going to use one of these 3 options. If I don't know how to spell it, I'm going to try all 3. Now, which one looks right to you? I know it's not this one. I've not seen that word. And now I'm realizing that it is B-E-A-K. Now, if you got that wrong, that's okay as long as you got one of the options. Just rewrite the word and make sure you've got it locked in your mind for next time. This is a lot about memorizing how to spell using all these options. Our goal is to at least be using one of the options correctly, okay? Our next one, queen. Queen. Now think about what 2 letters says qua. Do not put KW. Qua. Qua. Queen. I bet you know that one by heart from reading it. I'm still marking it up with my double vowel. It is Q-U-E-E-N. Now if you put EA, that's okay. It's not the right option. So let's get it corrected and fixed. All right, the next one is actually a homophone. So I'm going to teach it to you because you know these words. The word is weak. And weak can be spelled either way. Both are words. You have to memorize which one means what. These are the days of the week. Is EE, and the EA means to be not strong, the opposite of strong, so no strength. So now knowing that, I'm going to give you a sentence and you use the correct one. When she woke up today, she said to her mom, "What day of the week is it?" So you obviously should have written W-E-E-K, and you should have marked it up with a D for a double syllable. Now, let's try adding a suffix on. Let's say I want to spell the word bleed, bleeding. I cut my toe and I was bleeding. So bleed is our base word. and then we'll add the ing after. So we're going to scoop our base word, and you still have options here. Perhaps you know it. It could be all of these, but it is EE, and then you know what to do to make it ing. Bleeding, ING, and I still put a D for my double syllable. How about our first 2-syllable word? So I'm going to tell you right now you need 2 scoops. Now when you do something over again, you repeat it. Repeat. So everybody knows the re part. R-E for re. That's an option. Look, here at the ending, open in a 1-syllable, in the first syllable, E. Now we have to think about what would say Pete. Is it going to be P-E-T, P-E-A-T, or P-E-E-T? You pick which one looks right. Repeat. Now if you want to get real fancy, make it repeated. What suffix says id? It's not ID. It is ED. Nice work. All right. Now let's do 3 more 2-syllable words. So this time we're going to do silly. 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 Now remember, when you have a 2-syllable word, you do not double the first syllable like you would have normally done. Silly. So you've got to decide, is it L-E-Y or L-Y? And it is L-Y, because most times it's Y. Not always, most times. You still mark that up as an open syllable. So you've got closed and open, because the Y is making it end with a long vowel. Silly. But now let's do kidney. That's one of our organs. Kidney. Kidney. Now kid starts with a K, because K usually comes in front of an I in a closed syllable. Kid. Now knee could be N-E or N-E, because this doesn't usually happen in the second syllable. So do you think it's kidney or kid, N-E-Y? And even though it's usually this in this instance, it actually happens to be N-E-Y. And you're probably saying, ugh, how am I supposed to remember all this? You'll just start memorizing it over time. That's why we're going to keep practicing. So you should have had a closed and a double. Now here comes your one super challenge of the day. I'm going to give you a hint. 3-syllable. When you are fighting at home, your parent might say to you, do I have to be the referee of you two fighting? Or whoever's fighting. With me, it would have been my mom and I. But referee. So let's just do the ref. Ref is easy. I hear that. Did you get R-E-F? Yeah, close. Ref. Ref-er. Now what would say in the middle of a 3-syllable word? It's not R. You're right. It's E-R, not R. E-R. Ref-er. Now we need something to say E. Just E. Now I don't usually put E at the end of a 2nd or 3rd syllable word. It could be E-Y. It could be Y. Or it could be E-E or E-A. So referee does not look right to me. I just don't picture that word with a Y. Ha! Does that look familiar? Yeah, that one actually is one of those goofy EEs. So we mark it as a double. So in this word, we've got closed, R control, and double for a 3-syllable word. You did it. Just remember, you have 6 options. You're honestly saying which option looks right, And you know that some just can't go in certain places, but you're just going to have to keep practicing and trying and memorizing. We'll keep going over it. We'll also go over some homophones that have EE or EA in them. All right, so you did great work today. Don't feel stressed if this is a little confusing. It is, and we'll practice it more than once. But you did a great job. Have a good day. Bye.